here we've got another beautiful little number from Mont Rocher, but this time it's a Malbec, another Vieille Van, Pays d'Oc from France. French Malbec, Sam. What we got going on here?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Malbec, super popular grape variety that we generally associate with the Argentinians, and quite rightly because they do a fantastic job at it. But it was born and bred in France. Malbec, it's what we call a Bordeaux variety. So we sort of throw it in with Merlot, Cabernet, Cabernet Franc from the sort of Bordeaux region in the southwest of France. Particularly, there's a region called Cahors in the south of that area, which specialized in Malbec. Now in that area, we're talking much cooler climate than what you'd expect from Argentina. And so you don't get that sort of big, rich, velvety nature from it in Cahors, that is. And it was actually quite abrasive. So if you are a Malbec lover and you do see Cahors Malbec still on the supermarket shelf, which you can, I noticed one in Sainsbury's the other day, it might not be for you. However, Mont Rocher, they've done a fantastic job, as they always do. What they've done is they've taken the French knowledge around Malbec, but they've moved it out of Cahors into the Languedoc-Roussillon region where there's a lot more heat, a lot more sunshine, and it's moving towards that Argentinian sort of more familiar style that we enjoy. So Malbec, as a grape variety, why do we love it so much? Well, at the moment we love full-bodied red wines, right? We like big, voluptuous red and dark fruits in our red wine. We don't like to piss about when it comes to red wine. However, the thing that we don't like in red wines at the moment, as a nation this is that tannin, that abrasiveness, that grip of the gums, that drying feeling on your tongue. Malbec, as a grape variety, is quite unique in that it has particularly thick skins that can tolerate the sunshine and the heat, which means it can get super ripe, super sugary, and convert that into high alcohol and lots of rich fruit. But those skins don't take a huge amount of work from the winemaker to break down and become velvety smooth. Now in Argentina, they'll whack in a ton of oak, generally American and French, to break those skins down and get rid of that tannin nature and make those rich velvety flavors. In France, this is 0% oak. There is no oak here, but Malbec naturally, in the tannin nature of the skins, breaks away in the winemaking to make what is a full and fruity red wine without that sort of punch in the face.
Yeah, so it's got all that kind of stuff I personally love about Malbec. It is very smooth, it's very easy drinking, but it doesn't have that kind of what can sometimes be like a bit of a vanilla bomb and kind of woodiness to it, which I'm not missing. I'm not missing, but it's definitely different to, say, an Argentinian Malbec.
Yeah, for sure. So most Argentinian Malbecs, I would say, have about 8 to 12 months of French and American oak, and that's where you get the vanilla bomb. That's where you get the chocolatey nature. Now, sometimes that can be like a Yankee Candle in your wine, and actually that's not for everybody.
Are you trying to say American oak is a bit bolshy and in your face?
Yeah, for sure. American oak, really bolshy and in your face. And that's not for everybody. So if you've been trying Argentinian Malbec and you're like, whoa, what is this like vanilla, sort of almost fake vanilla flavor that's in my wine, you can get Argentinian Malbec that is unoaked and give that a try for sure. But give these guys a try as well. The French Malbecs, not from Cahors, demonstrate that sort of rich fruitiness without the vanilla, maybe without the sort of cedary spice and that sort of thing, without the leathery nature.
And when am I going to grab this bottle and open it up? What occasion am I drinking there?
Malbec, from Argentina, fantastic with steak. This is a little bit lighter than, as we've said, maybe with your burgers. I don't know if you do homemade burgers, but this for me is always a go-to for homemade burgers. Slightly leaner beef, that sort of style, maybe bolognese, mince, that sort of thing.
Oh, very good. Well, look, definitely for me, could be my new midweek Malbec.
Absolutely.
Cheers.